finding an efficient way to decompose water for fuel, but also he was interested in showing that it can be applied to everything, from jet engines to home heating to power generation to just running cars down the road.
I'm Daniel, and this is my family team from Secure Supplies. We have preserved and rebuilt green technologies actively around the world now for over 18 years. The water fueling and gas phase change technologies are changing the way your world's power and gas industries work. Helping you access these technologies is our life mission. Click the subscribe button now to join our technology releases and updates every Monday. And consider buying a ticket to the show by pressing the link in the description. If you would like to see the secrets ahead of time, head over to our Patreon tech training releases every Friday.
Yes, it was. Because as time went on, Stan and I talked about things, and we were looking at it, we were learning and talking about things, and then we could see, we started to get a sense and a feel that there was more to this, that there was more, there's more to this process. We started to see a tremendous amount of energy available. You know, if you go into if you look at the organic chemistry, you start to look at the breaking of the bonds, and you start looking at the ionic bonding and the valence bonding, and then you start looking at how the combustion process works, and then you start looking at the atoms, and that's the point when they were developing the microscope and they were increasing the magnification, you know, and as all new inventions, the magnification gets better and better and better, and what happened was they were using pollen. We can't see pollen, it's so small, but they were putting pollen into a drop of water, and when they were doing the magnification, they saw that the pollen was always moving. They went to Einstein, and so and asked Einstein, says, what's causing the motion? Is it the pollen causing the motion, or is it the water? And so Einstein said, he looked at it and studied it and came back and says, well, the water is what's pushing around the pollen. Well, there was a spin-off from that because Einstein was able to determine the size of the water molecule. So that's, if you look at, if you took a piece of paper and you drew the x-axis and the y-axis, and you go down into the lower left-hand corner and you start drawing an exponential curve, if you draw at the very lower corner area, you could draw and say, okay, that's where we look at what I call linear functions of our universe. When you look at what's in motion stays in motion and so forth with Newton's law. But then again, if you continue on the way up in the exponential curve, you can go up to, let's say, 3-4 inches on the page, and you get to the top of the exponential curve. And that's where Einstein realized and was able to derive from the equations, he is able to derive and determine that E is equal to mc squared. Now, the point in case is that it was Einstein's work with photon energy that he discovered and realized that mass can change into energy, and energy can change back into mass, which is huge amounts of energy. Now, that the energy is locked in every atom, and it is locked in because in the universe you have hydrogen and you have helium in the universe, and then when the stars explode, when a supernova explodes, it actually is so much energy, and the temperature is up in the trillions of degrees. The elements are formed. All of our elements are formed at that time, and when that happens, it stores a huge amount of energy. And so Einstein realized that these atoms have a huge amount of energy. Well, when you look at combustion in an automobile engine, the combustion process only uses 1/millionth of its mass energy. Only 1/millionth of its mass energy. So if you did something, you add these products, the hydrogen and oxygen, to this process of combustion, and you get a little more energy out, all you're doing is basically converting a little more of that mass energy. That's where it's coming from. So when people say how much energy those atoms have, so you have valence bond energy, you have ionic bond energy, and you also have a mass change energy that you're dealing with combustion. Yeah.
Merch updates are ready. If you want to look good in the H2 hot rodding scene, and if you would like to pick up some hydrogen hot rodding merch, now is your chance. Please head over to our hydrogen hot rod shop. The link is in the description. Thanks. Alternatively, you can send me an email or join me on WhatsApp chat. The details are in the description. Let me know which things you like and what sizes you want. Network of home builders is growing very fast. Whether it's a roadster, supercar, or a yacht build, or maybe even an industrial power gas energy project. I'm here to assist and guide you. Please head over to the Consult with Dan link in the description, book a discussion for 10 to 30 minutes, and I will save you decades of study.